Oh, you've been following the Bud Light shit or the Budweiser shit, I guess we should say.
I think so.
Yeah.
Apparently, it actually has had a tremendous effect, and they're just not selling a lot of it. Although
I heard 17%,
effect,
which matters.
Yeah, diminishing that effect.
I saw
of
like
course,
up to
is the people
26.
who don't know how many beers Anheuser-Busch owns.
Yeah, they own a whole lot. Their sales are struggling from it now, but I mean, it's the largest brewery on the planet, and so it's like. Yeah, their American market share is taking a hit right now, but like globally, they're fine. Like they're the biggest
premier
beer
brand
on earth. Their own, Bud Light and Budweiser are their premier brands. But it's also like, imagine a really bad marketing call for Coca-Cola, and it runs in the United States.
Okay.
Now that doesn't impact Coke sales in Japan, Zimbabwe, everywhere else.
Pepsi
Similar with
did
this, like
with the Kardashians.
They might have. I'm not familiar with that one. Oh yeah, Pepsi.
Or when they had that lottery and those people died.
The Pepsi one wasn't like nearly as unpopular as this Budweiser one.
I agree.
But dude, like being in St. Louis, like we are Budweiser's home court. Like nobody has market share here like Bud, and like in gas stations and stores, like Bud Light is marked down significantly. I noticed like this was maybe a month or so ago. That I was having some buddies over, so I was going to pick up some beer, and I usually like Bud Select, Bud Light, just like basic shit like that. I enjoy. It's fine. And I went there, and apparently, like I kind of took this as an indicator of how bad their sales were before the data came out, or how bad other competitors took it to be. Because Yuengling, which is a Florida brewery, which is it's a better quality than a Budweiser, they were selling Yuengling Light next to the Bud Light, undercutting it. And so like other brands were taking a little loss off the top to insert in areas where Bud has heavy market share to try and get some. And so literally I went to go get I don't give a fuck. I was going to grab Bud Light. It's fine. And right next to the Bud Light is Yuengling Light for $1 less. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to save 15 calories of beer and $1. Give me the fucking Yuengling. And guess what I found out? Yuengling Light's genuinely way better than Bud Light. But as soon as they move that price up, back to Bud Light.
I think that you're an example of a person with a fully functional brain, but I bet you went to school with some bros who call Bud Light the gay beer now, and that will be in their consciousness forever. 10 years from now, Budweiser is still going to be the gay beer. So you know what ear to get pierced, Woody? Because it was made abundantly clear to me in elementary school which one was gay, which one wasn't.
The right
all right,
one,
and we took it to heart.
Here's the thing. I don't know how long. I expected it not to be long lasting because like Nike did, I guess the Colin Kaepernick thing with Nike, that's totally in the rearview mirror. No one gives a fuck about that.
That's racism. We let that
remember
go.
They were like throwing Keurigs out off their balconies and shit. I don't remember what they did wrong, but the right hated them. That's totally in the rearview.
That's convenient coffee. You got
nowhere under the bridge. I had another one. I forgot. I can't even remember
Dixie
all
Chicks?
the like.
They never came back. They had to change their fucking name.
That is counter.
They're just the chicks.
But it seems like the right cancels a brand every 4 or 6 months.
Yeah,
and then it gets uncanceled.
It's fucking embarrassing how they'll be like, actually, Bud Light's gay, so buy my $65 12-pack of Patriot Winter Brew, and it's like, good God, you're just a grifter, embarrassing loser. Like, yeah, it will hit. Like a difference between the Nike thing and the Bud Light thing is their core market. A Bud Light, an average Bud Light drinker is like not a lib for
blue
the
collar.
most part. Like blue collar, more conservative, right wing leading. Yeah, it was a terrible marketing decision.
You know why?
I don't know why on earth they would do that. So fucking stupid.
Unfortunately, Budweiser has a new president. They have a lady for the first time ever, and she wanted the brand to be more, quote unquote more inclusive. So she's their flagship brand.
Like you know something.
That
was insulting. I phrased it so stupid. I'm so sorry. It sounds like you know something I didn't know. I just learned that from you. All right.
Yeah, they did bring in like a new like advertising lady, hyper progressive, very common for progressives in advertising to like shoehorn shit in, and that is very jarring to a lot of people. But what you're saying, Woody, I don't think that this will have like, it will fade into the rear view. And the people who have already made their purchasing decision now to pivot, I don't think they're likely to come back because they're like rah-rah about it. But everyone else will forget. Everyone else will be like one summer from now, oh, Bud Light, just basic fucking beer. Like all of these boycotts, it's not going to amount to much more after a couple of years. They own fucking 500 banners of beer. They're the biggest brewery on earth.
Yeah, the problem is that I don't feel like they can't back off. They almost have to double down. They almost have to go even.
They should not.
They almost have to go gayer with it and have like they need like
dude. I hope they do.
They have to have like 2 trans men with like a Puerto Rican baby they've neutered.
Wait, no,
and they're walking it like a dog.
Down. Better yet, reshape the beer can to be penis shaped. You just fucking drink from the tip.
I love that. And afterward, you can sit on it.
Hey, give me a Bud Light. Give me a Bud Light. Do you want cut or uncut? Give me the fucking cut. Give me the cut. But you know what? That's the last straw.
This is America.
The last straw.
Yeah.
The cop can is where I draw the line.
I'm the other way. I only drink gay beer. I want people to know I'm on the right side of history.
You're an
Puerto Rican weak and all the dicks are brown. Man, look, I promise you, they're going to double down on that shit because they won't learn their lesson. They'll be like, "Oh, we're standing proud," and it'll go down on it. They'll do something. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see the commercial. By the way, anybody who drinks Bud Light, you just have awful taste. I mean, I don't like beer, but I can tell you that's bad beer.
It's not that bad. It's
bad beer.
It's fine. Like
it's bad beer.
If you're at a hocky game, if you're
it's
at
McDonald's
a
of beer.
Bar, yeah, it is. Literally, yes. Do you think
McDonald's is bad food?
It is bad food, but sometimes it's what you need. Sometimes it's what you need, man. Like if I'm sitting watching a Blues game at the Enterprise Center,
Rolling Rock.
I'm watching a whole sports game. I'm watching a whole sports game. Do you think that I want to sit there and drink some like heavy 8% quadruple IPA bullshit, or do I want a nice light, low alcohol?
Like it's Guinness or Bud. No, get a Yingling, get a Rolling Rock, get a Dos Equis, get a Corona, get a Miller Lite. I will drink a pitcher of Miller Lite, fucking warm, before I drink a cold Bud Light.
Okay, the thing about Miller Lite is it's actually better than Bud Light. It has a worse aftertaste, but it's less calories. It's 15 less calories.
It's less alcohol though, so you got to drink more of it.
Oh, I thought it was the same.
I think it's like 5 even or something, maybe 4.8. It's one of those.
I assumed all of the big lights were the same, like Bud, Coors, and Miller.
Any of these beers in front of me, I'd have no idea which is which.
Oh, I picked Bud Light out of the
regular
lineup
versus light. Like I don't drink beer at all.
Light just means less calories, so you can be like, "Oh, I'm not making as bad of a decision."
What else does it have less of?
Alcohol.
Mouthfeel.
It's a super light, lower alcohol beer that's like meant to be drank like over the course of the day, like outside or at a sporting event, like
while driving.
Yeah,
on the road.
Just an anytime beer, man. just something to take the edge off.
You know, you might think that drinking and driving is really friendly.